Today I will be starting a new sketchbook. I'm using a Talens Art Creations sketchbook. I mainly just bought this one because I thought the cover was really pretty. I've never used this brand before, so it'll be interesting to see how it holds up to various art supplies. I will be using my Holbein Irodori Gouache paint set. I haven't really used this much at all, so we'll see how it handles on this paper. I always start out with a bigger brush, so I'll be starting out with the Betty Hayway's size 11. I'm just putting in some paint right now, just kind of creating like a space for me to paint in. I'm gonna paint a landscape scene. It was a photo I took when I was outside. I usually just start out with getting rid of some of the white space and just putting something down on the paper. I want to do like this glowy kind of effect, so I'm starting out with a yellow. And I'm letting each layer completely dry before I do the next layer, so this painting actually took me quite a while because I did so much layering, but the paint does dry pretty fast. You can see that the paper is already starting to buckle. I think I'm using too much water for this paper, but I'm not really thinking about it at all. I'm just kind of going in and doing whatever I want. And the day was a bit overcast, so I'm adding in some white over the gold color just to kind of create that glowy feel to it. And I'm still using relatively big brushes at this point. And again, I'm going in with just layers on top of each other, and I'm adding less water and more paint as I go to create like the layers on top of each other to try not to disrupt the layer below, if that makes sense. And still using that Betty Hayway's size 11, I'm going in with starting to make some trees. And I used the very tip of this brush to create those fine lines at the beginning, and then I add more pressure as I get to the base of the tree. And that's one reason I really like these brushes, is because the tip it's just like a perfect tip where it's really tapered at the end, so you're able to do these like thin strokes and then also do like really thick strokes at the same time. So I highly recommend these brushes. And I've had them for a few years and they're still like new, so as long as you take care of them, they'll probably last a lifetime. And I'm going in with a Princeton liner, so I'm really trying to go in with like more of a detailed brush stroke for like the really fine twiggy like branches. And I ended up switching to a even bigger like rigger type brush. And I just have fun with it, and I'm really loose with it, and that's how you're able to like create those just random branches. I'm also going in with different colors with the green, like that brown, just to add a little bit more depth to it. And this is where I actually get into a smaller Buddy Hayways. This is a size 5. I'm going in with a orange color to kind of add in a glow to the trees and the twigs, just to try to get that effect. And this is something I've never really done before, so I'm honestly just playing around. I don't really have a lot of planning that I'm doing at this stage. I'm just kind of having fun with colors. To be honest, that's basically all I'm doing, is trial and error right now. Which is fun. It takes off the pressure of trying to make something perfect, and you can just have fun and do whatever you want. And this is probably my favorite part, where I start essentially just splatter painting, because I want to add in the tree leaves. And I'm going in with various colors of orange and gold, and I add in some green. And I just have fun and paint splatters all over. I love doing splatters in my artwork. It seems kind of childish, but it's really fun to do, and I enjoy doing it, so I continue to do it. And I think it just adds a little bit of personality. And I don't know, it's just fun. So that was my experiment of painting with gouache in this sketchbook. Note to self, use less water and hopefully there'll be less buckling or even taping down the pages better. And that's my final painting. Thanks for watching. Bye.